Hello everyone, hello Nigerians, hello AAC members and AAC candidate Mr. Sowore. I want to thank each and every one of you for your relentless effort to see that we take back our country from the hands of those cabals, from the hands of those looters, from the hands of those who has enslaved us and made us being very, very cheap in the eyes of other countries. Because if you come out of Nigeria and if someone asks you which country are you from and you say you're a Nigerian, they will feel like, oh, you're a Nigerian. Nigeria is not respect in other countries because of our leaders, because they made us very, very disrespectful before other countries. So I'm so happy for Mr. Sowore for his boldness. I'm so happy that he has come out and to make sure that he takes back the country from the hands of all those old cabals. We've been lacking as a Nigeria. We've been lacking with lack of leaders. We are lack of infrastructure. We are lack of everything in Nigeria. We are lag behind. So I'm so much happy for Mr. Sowore for coming out to be our next president. I want each and every one of us to support him massively, massive support from each and every one of us, from the AAC members and even those who are not AAC members. Please, I want us to support Mr. Sowore for this movement. So the issue I want to address is the issue of election rigging. These cabals are not relenting because they know that they failed the country, and if they don't continue to rule, they have nothing to gain. So I want each and every one of us to be very, very careful so this 2019 election will not be rigged. So there are some processes they use to rig election. I've seen a scenario in a polling station where they're supposed to have about 400 voters, but only 100 ballot paper was being brought to the polling station. So automatically the other 300 ballot paper that wasn't brought to the polling station have been kept by other opposition party to make sure that election is rigged. So automatically the other opposition party has won the election because they will give the other ballot paper that wasn't brought to the polling station for other people to vote, for children to vote, for people who are not up to the age of 18 to vote for election, to vote for them. As a result, they will end up winning the election. So I want each and every one of us to be at alert to make sure that every material necessary for the election in your own polling station is complete. Make sure you check it out and make sure everything is complete. If they are not complete, please don't vote. Ask them to go back and get all the complete materials for the election. That is the right, that is the option, that is what it is obtainable for election. Every materials must be complete before the election starts. So make sure, even if you are not voting, please go there very, very early and make sure that all the materials are complete for the election before you vote. So if the materials are not complete, they are definitely going to rig the election. So if the materials are complete, then they are not going to rig the election through that process. So we've been working so much for the politicians. So this time around, we have to work for ourselves. So I urge each and every one of us to do the same. Go to the polling station, use your device, use your telephone, use your camera, use every device that you want to use to make sure that this coming 2019 election is not rigged by the old politician. It's not rigged. Make sure the election is not rigged in your station, in your polling station. Make sure you find out every necessary things that are going to be useful in the election that are not there, and they must provide everything before the election begins. So make sure that everything in your station is complete, and make sure the voters vote for the right candidate, which is Mr. Sowore for our next president 2019. We are so much proud of Mr. Sowore and his movement. We are going to take back our country from the hands of those looters and the hands of those cabals who has held us captive, who has enslaved us. So people, I urge all of you to use your devices and make sure that the election is not rigged. Make sure that all the election materials are complete at your own polling station before you start voting. Please make sure everything is complete. Just take note of this I've said. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And we see ourselves in 2019 as Mr. Sowore become our next president. AAC, take it back, action.